Following video is not made for kids. Viewer discretion is advised. Hello to my subscribers, this is the Tiafangi coming to you with part 4 of my review of Transformers Generation in thrilling 30/IDW Titan Class Metroplex, and tonight we're going to be taking a quick look at Metroplex while he is in the first of his two alt modes. This first alt mode has two names. It's known either as a carrier or it is known as a battle station, and I will explain that in just a moment as I bring Metroplex out. Alright, and so here we have Metroplex transformed into his carrier / battle station mode. I'm gonna load it. It's so massive I can't get it on full screen. And I wanted to try and film it in the same location where I took the thumbnail of the video, but I realized I would have had to do a lot of running around and camera bumping, and so I apologize, but this is the best I could get it on screen without the video quality being any worse than it already is. So the reason why this Metroplex's alt mode has two names, a carrier and a battle station. This mode of Metroplex, it's basically an aircraft carrier that travels by land instead of by sea. That's why he's got all these arrows, and his legs transform into a set of runways that Autobots can take off and land on. And so it's also known as a battle station because it's not just an aircraft carrier, it's an entire Autobot military base. As I zoom the camera back here to take a look at the back half of this mode, and as I bump Metroplex, I'll bring the camera up so you can get a better angle. So the top half of Metroplex's body forms a whole bunch of guns. There's one that you can flip out from one side of his chest, and as you can see, I have Scamper riding inside there. It's designed for Legends or Core class size Transformers to use. And also here on the back of Metroplex's head, I can get the camera at a good angle. There's another Metroplex's robot mode head transforms into another gun platform that you can have Legends class size Transformers used. In some of Hasbro and even Takara Tomi's official product photos on the Japanese release of Metroplex, they show Scamper using Metroplex's head. The gun platform for Metroplex's head is where Scamper's standing behind. And technically these posts right here that I'm touching with my finger are 5mm pegs, so if you have a Core class or Legends class size Transformers figure, you can have them hold onto those. There's technically a joystick here that Scamper can also hold on to. Unfortunately, the way Scamper's arms hit his robot mode chest, he can't really touch the handles on the joysticks. But if you can find a Core class or Legends class Transformer that has arms that can fold in towards the chest, they can grab onto the joysticks and use Metroplex with ease. So some of the features of Metroplex in this mode: he's got a robotic claw that flips out from one of his legs, and you can use it to either grab and throw away enemy Decepticons, or you can have it bend down and repair any Autobots before they take off on here. And it's so wide-eyed my tray table can't even have them full on straight. Now, unfortunately, all the joints that hold Metroplex together, they're either very loose or they're very flimsy and don't really hold together that well. So, unfortunately, the way Metroplex can stay intact in this mode together is if you hardly touch him at all. So that is a bit unfortunate of how fragile Metroplex is. If you have a wide enough surface, he does roll fairly well on his 9 wheels. He's got 8 wheels, 4 sets of wheels on both of his legs, and then his 9th wheel that helps him roll around is located right here on the bottom center of his robot mode pelvis. So Metroplex does roll fairly well on all 9 of his wheels. And there's 2 positions where you can have the laser guns. If you have the Hasbro version like I have, which only officially comes with one laser cannon, Hasbro has it attached here on the back of Metroplex's shoulder, where it's the same spot that you have in his robot mode. But if you have any of the versions of Metroplex that come with the 2 laser cannons, such as the Takara Tomy version, there's little notches right here on Metroplex's legs where I'm holding my finger, and they line up with these two square-shaped pegs here on the laser gun, and so you plug the laser gun on there, and then you can have both of them right here and acting as dual cannons for Metroplex's battle station mode. I decided to leave the one that this Metroplex X figure came with actually up here on the shoulder, and this second one that I got off of eBay, I decided to put here where it would be in the Takara Omi spot, just to mix and match them up. But that's a rough idea of what they look like. So I know because some of you want to see it, I'll take the other cannon here and put it here in the Takara spot. So there's the Takara Tomy version of Metroplex's battle station or carrier mode. We've got the dual red laser cannons sitting here on the ends of the runway. Am I putting that back up there and then moving this one for a few seconds? And so there's the Hasbro version. So it's a minor difference, but it's enough of a difference to distinguish from each other. And unfortunately, that's pretty much it. I apologize, I didn't bring out any Transformers figures for any size comparisons, but I will have Scamper standing on here just to give you an idea of how enormous of a double runway Metroplex transforms into when he's in his carrier or battle station mode. It's fairly long. It's really enormous, and this is the official configuration where Metroplex's robot mode arms are just sticking out of the back. So, because the tips of the runways transform out from Metroplex's feet, I believe that the battle station mode, it's the longest of Metroplex's 3 modes. Robot mode is the tallest. Battle station mode is the longest of the 3 modes, and then the next one we will look at, which will be the final part of my review of Metroplex, which is when he's transformed into his city mode. The city mode is, I believe, the largest of Metroplex's 3 modes, and that's because, unlike the carrier mode, you sprawl the legs and separate them out when you transform Metroplex into an entire city. But yeah, even though essentially what Metroplex is doing is he's basically sitting down, because in his carrier mode, from a transformation point of view, all Metroplex is doing to transform from robot mode to battle station mode is he's just sitting down with his legs pressed together and his arms pointed behind his back. So in terms of having a complicated transformation, it's not that complicated, and it can look a little silly due to the fact that the center of Metroplex's robot mode, his chest and his pelvis, doesn't actually transform into anything. But one thing I did notice on here, and this is actually more for city mode than carrier mode, as I forget that I had Scamper on there. But right here where I'm rubbing my finger, it's kind of hard to tell because they're unpainted, but there's sculpted windows right there on either side of Metroplex's waist. So this carrier mode of Metroplex is massive. It's similar to the helicarrier that the Avengers use in the Marvel comic books, but unlike the helicarrier, which flies through the air, and unlike actual real-life aircraft carriers that travel on the ocean water, again, Fortress Maxim, just call them Fortress Max. Metroplex's battle station / carrier mode travels on land, and based on how large Metroplex is in the Transformers cartoons and in the comic books, it's actually pretty enormous. Again, I apologize for not being able to get it on camera full screen, but I'm glad I was able to take a photo of it for the in full view for the thumbnail of the video. But yes, this has been Metroplex in his carrier mode. I'm undecided at this point if I enjoy Metroplex's battle station carrier mode or his city mode more. Or I kind of like the battle carrier mode due to the fact that it's a mobile alt mode. So unlike the alternate modes of most of the Titans, which are immobile battle stations. you can actually move Metroplex around when he's in the battle station carrier mode. So that is quite impressive to see. Just a minor nitpick, but I kind of wish Hasbro and Takara would have painted the hubcaps on Metroplex's wheels and given him actual hubcaps and tires. Since his Generation 1 figure did that. I have no plans whatsoever on painting Metroplex's wheels because due to the amount of money that I spent on him, I don't want to try and paint something and then screw it up So I'm happy. So Metroplex is one of those few Transformers figures where even though I've professed in past reviews that I don't like Transformers figures with unpainted wheels, I can let it go here on Metroplex. So thank you guys all so much. How much this has been, and what might possibly be the shortest of this. What it's going to be is a 5-part review. Next time we will, in the 5th and final part, we will take a look at Metroplex when he's in his city mode. Just thank you guys all so much for your continued support. This has been the TFan Geek, and if you're wondering why I'm so hot and sweaty, we've had a heat wave the last few days, and I've actually been afraid to touch my Transformers figures due to how hot it's been. That's why I haven't been recording any reviews, because I want to hurry up and get it finished with all 5 parts of Metroplex's review before I go on to review other Transformers figures. So thank you guys all so much, and until next time, you guys remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and until next time, transform and roll out. Goodbye, everyone.